Have you heard of Martin Rit?
Of course.
A wonderful film director, Academy Award winning director. Norma Ray with Sally Field, and just dozens of great pictures. HUD, a number of pictures with Paul Newman, and a really fine director and fine man. I did a show, I think it was Treasury. I think it was Treasury Men in Action. And Marty was hired, and as an actor in those days, he was going back and forth doing a little bit of directing, but primarily as an actor. And we rehearsed all week, and the afternoon before we would go on to, no, I think it was the afternoon that we were blocking for camera coming up to the show going on that night. A producer came to me and said, Dan, can you spare a moment or two? I said, no, I can't. And he said, no, it's very important, please. And so I said, oh, something's up. Well, I walked out of the studio and down a corridor and into a room, and there were 2 or 3 people from the sponsor. And he said, we are canceling the show. The real reason is that Marty Rit is unacceptable, but you are to say that it is as a result of certain items in the story have not been cleared, and we run into a possible suit, and so therefore we're taking it off the air. We'll probably broadcast it later on, and we're going to just put on some other show tonight, or repeat something. And so when I was asked to go out and do that, and it was really painful. And I couldn't tell. I didn't want to tell Marty on one hand, and then on another hand, I did. Just so that he wouldn't be bamboozled or confused by this. It was about a year later that I ran into him one day, and I said, "Can we talk for a second?" And I told him that had happened. He knew. He knew at the time, that what he did. He didn't actually know, but he was pretty sure. So there was dozens of incidents like that.
When the producer said that Marty Rit was unacceptable, did you know right away what he was talking about?
Red Channels, and Red Channels was one of the papers, and I forget the other one, that made up lists of people who had been either members of the Communist Party or fellow travelers or pinkos or whatever lefties. And if any of those brushes could tar you pretty definitely.